I would even go to work with her and just exist, watch her clean, cook as she listened to Monty Perkins' program, which I didn't necessarily find interesting, but I listened just because she was, and I wouldn't suggest to change it, though I'm sure she would if I had asked. Like me, one of her love languages was food, and she really enjoyed feeding people, and disliked when people were stingy with food, or even if she thought you ate too little. She was one of the few people I know who encouraged her visitors to eat as much as they can. And I remember as a child when my cousin Brianna and I would visit for the summer, she looked forward to coming home and seeing that the cream crackers and jam, guava jam that she bought from Miss Eva to be exact, was done. I remember vividly running towards the grill when she would come home from work on Fridays, sometimes with Brianna by my side, as we were not only happy that she was finally home, and would get the usual jokes and recap of her day and just in general quality time. However, just important, she would bring snacks, and lots of them, more than we could eat throughout our entire stay. She was quite the snacker herself, and especially before bed. Her usual bedtime was 7 p.m., or 8 p.m. if it was a late night, immediately following CVN news. I recall that's where my love for honey roasted peanuts developed, as she would have them nightly in the largest package and something to wash it down. If my dad was home and I had already brushed my teeth for the night, she would feed me the snacks quickly, especially if it was cookies, and said, hurry upon them before they come. I was a very picky eater as a child, and even now to some extent, so I was a little difficult to feed. And for that, Grandma, I'm so sorry, but maybe not, because I truly enjoyed being catered to. We discovered during our regular Sunday morning breakfast before church of ground provisions with stewed liver and gizzards from the chickens she raised in our backyard that I really liked boiled sweet potatoes. From that day, every meal that could go with sweet potatoes, that's what she would cook for me. I would have preferred something else a few times, but I just didn't have the heart to refuse it, and I love sweet potatoes even now. Grandma was confident, such a motivator, happy regardless of the circumstances, even on her sick days. A fighter, feisty and not to be faded, but always had a smile on her face and could turn any situation around. She was proud of her children and grandchildren, frankly just for existing, and even more so when we had an achievement, a great gift to give her, and regardless of how small it was, she would ensure that we got birthday gifts. One of my personal favorites, a China tea set she bought for my 5th birthday that I still have today because she knew the type of girl I'd become. She had a way of making everyone feel seen, important, and valued. I will miss our conversations about any and everything, as you would update me on each happening in detail since we last spoke in person. Your love for tea, especially cold Milo, sleeping in your bed beside you at my big age, the sweet potatoes and yellow yam, your good spirits and encouragement, answering the phone with, "Where I said a pretty girl," every time I called. Your friendship with Miss Aldine, which I hope to replicate with my best friend, and the feeling of amazement I get every time you iron a barrel of church clothes and another barrel of everyday clothes to wear for the entire year. As you tell me, your clothes are in rotation by the barrel and by the year. I'll miss your shared love for Roots Plays, as you didn't miss any that came to Mandeville. Gospel concerts, music, and overall vibes and excitement. So I hope you enjoyed the bands last night. I wish I could dance or jump up one more time with you to a Judith Gale or Sister Scully song. We will miss you dearly and will keep your memories alive, as we haven't stopped talking about you. Today is one of the hardest days of our lives, but thank you a million, and we love you so much, and hope you're enjoying the next life through our being.
So that was the eulogy on the outside and inside, okay? Remember, join us on YouTube and the more details on TikTok as well. Please share, please subscribe, alright?